interior room. Again, pretty much what we expected. We always book interior rooms just because we're not going to be in the room very often. We enjoy our cruises. We like to walk around and enjoy the ship. That's what we're paying for, so we're going to do it. I like this. It's cozy. We've got a curtain we can close off so we don't have to see the light from under the door.
There's your shower, babe.
I love that shower.
There's my favorite thing in the world. Nice. Not too bad. What else we got over here? Nice closet space. Technically a walk-in closet.
Way better than the buckets we got.
This one nice. So that's what we got.
Let's go explore. Behind us we have the Royal Promenade. This amazing indoor mall area is really cool. We saw the parade here yesterday, the introduction parade or the Olympus celebration parade. Got the big bowl there, all the Greek gods represented, and it continues all the way down for a good portion of the length of the ship. It's really beautiful. You can get staterooms with the windows here overlooking it. We did not. The Oasis had this same promenade, a little bit wider, a little bit different, but it's a great feature on these ships. I really enjoy it. And opposite that great view of the Royal Promenade, we have this great little seating area built for two. And that woman. Today's been a really good morning. We're just kind of relaxing and enjoying the ship. As this is a vacation, we do need a little bit of a getaway and relaxation time. We do have full-time jobs that are very busy.
This is actually super nice.
This is
and I
really
feel like I
nice.
don't have to do anything to like get my money's worth. Because really, it's just a sea day.
Yep.
So it's quite nice.
We did go up and we checked out the rock wall. We didn't climb on it today. Like I said, we're just going to relax today. We've got some fun stuff planned this afternoon and evening. So hopefully we can hit that up on the last day, or last sea day, last day of the voyage. But for now, it's just relaxation and exploring and enjoying each other's company. No photos of the fishies.
But they were there. That was really neat.
This has been a really great place just to kind of relax a little bit. Now the great thing about this helipad is last night there was a meteor shower, and you could see these same meteors back in Orlando, I'm sure. But the fact that we were in the middle of the water, so we had a reduced light pollution, and we came up here and we just laid on the helideck and we watched the meteor shower, and you could see the stars really clearly. It was a beautiful night, great experience. And the great thing about that experience is it kind of, shooting stars or meteors is something that means a lot to Jose and I, because on one of our first dates we're sitting on the grass outside his house at the time, and we just saw one. And it was a beautiful, like a long-lasting light, and I think it was just a good omen for us. Definitely.
Yeah.
We knew. So there you go.
So gross. Yeah.
So we came back up here to enjoy the helideck a little bit more during the day on this beautiful sea day. It's absolutely gorgeous.
The water is nice and calm. Breeze is just perfect. Couldn't ask for a better thing.
No, not at all. Well, we made it through the escape room. We're now preparing for formal night or dress your best night. We knew that it wasn't going to be exactly a really formal night, and looking at the demographic, I think we planned accordingly. So we're good. It is a 4-day cruise, so that just changes things a little bit. But with that being said, I do want to do a quick recap of the escape room that we experienced here on the Independence of the Seas, the Observatorium. Jose and I have done several escape rooms in Orlando at several different places, so not even from one company, Escapology, the America's Escape Game, and the Great Escape Game, and all these other places that they have there. We've done a few at all of those places, so we have experienced several escape games, and this one was pretty unique and incredible and very beautifully designed. Upon the doors opening, the observatorium itself, the room, it was just really well crafted. And the game itself, as far as the clues that you had to find and the puzzles you needed to solve, they were pretty extensive and thorough. You really had to work as a team, and there was 12 of us in that group, and I think we really needed all of them to make it work. And we did. We escaped with 3 minutes left, so here's our picture. And that was our group, and we had a great time. It really was a good time, a really good experience, and I'm glad that we paid and did it, especially since we enjoy the escape rooms. So with that being said, we are now headed out for our beautiful night on the Independence of the Seas. We're going to go experience Grease, the musical, and from what we understand, there's a cast crossover. So the energy should be pretty high tonight because it's the last night that the current cast is performing this show, and then the next cast comes in and will take over with the next voyage. So we're kind of, I always love last performances because there always seems to be that extra burst of energy as the cast tries to kind of push themselves through that, that last final week. Having worked on a cruise ship, I completely understand that. So, what do you think about the escape game?
I think it was fantastic. I mean, it was just a beautiful setup and, everything. It was actually very challenging. And like you said, everybody had to work together in order to get out of it or complete the puzzle. But yeah, it was actually really good. Yeah. I recommend it.
We did go back and we did try to wait for laser tag again. I wanted to see how that was set up on the ice skating rink, but we didn't quite have time. We wanted to make sure that we could make it to our VIP seating for the show tonight, so we're pretty excited about that. So we're gonna go grab the show, and then after that dinner, we'll probably walk around and take some photos in our beautiful, nice attire, and just enjoy ourselves. As one bartender told me today, I'm 100% white boy, and that is 100% correct. So there we go. Out to the ship. One thing I do want to note about our room as we walk down that hallway, just because this came to mind. When we first walked in, Jose was not necessarily impressed with it, and I was okay with it because I'm not greedy. Or bougie. But with that being said, it is the quietest room in the ship. It really is.
It just had a funky smell when I first went in, and I was like, I don't know about this.
It had been sitting in port all day. Anyways, but
it's fine now.
Yeah, and you can't hear anything else going on in the ship, and it's nice and dark. So placement, the people around us, we don't have kids running up and down the hallway. So it really is an amazing room. So we were happy with it. And behind us is the beautiful Royal Theater where we saw Grease last night. We didn't get any footage of it last night because it was busy back here because they only had 2 showings. So everybody was coming down these stairs. Interesting design element, going down to a theater. This is the first time I've seen that in a ship anyways, but apparently there's some that haven't. Beautiful, very beautiful. They do have a jogging track, but we're on it, and so is everybody else, so good luck with that. I think that's probably one of the little things about this ship is there's certain design features here and there that you're just like, the person who designed that does not actually do that, or else they wouldn't have placed it here. Anyways, we're sad that it's our last day, but the great thing about the ship is it's got a lot of really great amenities. One of them is these water slides here. The line's a little long, so we're gonna skip it because we've got some plans later for lunch and a show and ice skating and all this other stuff that we're gonna be doing. But we're gonna enjoy a little time up here on the deck. You also have the flow rider and this bungee thing, the sky deck or whatever they call it, and rock climbing. So a lot of great amenities, rock climbing as well. If you buy the key or other certain packages, you can get priority time on some of these amenities, and there's a lot of just stuff to do. So if you're worried about getting on a cruise ship and thinking, I hate being stuck at sea, I'm gonna get bored, you can't get bored on these ships. And if you do, that's on you. That's not because of the ship. I'm just saying. So one thing I do want to touch base on while we're standing here, Jose's taking some photos right back up there. I didn't enjoy the flow rider. I didn't go on it, but I'm just going to talk about the ingenious use of pumps and water pressure to make this thing work. And that's the great thing about these ships. When I talk about engineering or the beauty of these ships, the amount of pump pressure or the mechanisms that are required to put the force through this thing to create the flow when it's on is fascinating to me. And I have history working in shows where they've had to use pumps to create special effects. So I would love to see the mechanisms that make this work, even though it's just a single, it's just this little experience that people have on the ship. And yeah, it's a great thing. I just think it's fascinating. And they have all this equipment in to create this type of experience for guests. And it's just amazing to me.
All right, so we are finishing up our cruise on Independence of the Seas with Royal Caribbean. Once again, for those of you guys that actually didn't know or didn't catch in the park, this was actually one of my first cruises years ago, and it is now, I'm going on the second time, and it does not disappoint. It is a wonderful ship. The crew goes above and beyond. It was just a 4-night, 5-day cruise, but it's still a beautiful time, and it was a great time. I have no complaints about anything. There were just little things in like the design and things that they do, but again, beautiful ship, amazing time. Definitely recommend if you just want to go on a quick trip. If you're thinking about going on a short trip and don't know what ship to go on, Independence is one of those ships that is a really good one to pick. This was actually Sam's first time on Independence of the Seas. What did you think of that one?
I loved it. Like Jose said, there's always room for improvement or opportunity for growth, and this ship definitely has a lot of great amenities to it, but there are opportunities for growth, as you'll experience with any place. I mean, we go to Walt Disney World regularly, and the Disney company is known for their service and for their efficiency and their expertise in what they do, and even they have opportunity for improvement in a lot of areas, and sometimes they backslide on areas where they really excelled in the past, and they have room for improvement there. But this ship has been beautiful. There's a lot of great things. One thing I do want to recommend if you do enjoy any cruise, whether it's Royal Caribbean or another cruise line, is always look out for those little hidden gems that you may not see on that cruise itinerary. One of them was Joy, the singer in the pub that we discovered. Amazing voice, great personality, really amazing to interact with. And those are the things that really enhance your vacation. Those elements that you look for. If you're sitting in your cabin or your room, your stateroom, you're not going to see those. You're not going to just... You have to happen upon them. So you have to explore, look at those guides and see what else is available, because sometimes the major shows aren't what's going to take your breath away.
Just get to know the crew. Get to talk to them. They're there to talk to you. They're there to tell you their experience. They want you to enjoy your time there. And honestly, they want to enjoy it with you. They want to hear your stories. They want to hear what you did that day. Sure, they see thousands of people every single day, but once you make that special connection with them, they do want to hear everything that you do throughout the day.
They're human beings.
Just like some of them didn't even know that we went to the helipad and watched the meteor shower. They're like, wait, that was going on? That was really neat. So they will remember that, and then they see you walking around the camera. They know what you're doing. and they'll come back and they're like, hey, did you get really great videos? Did you get really cool photos? What did you do? And they want to see those things because sometimes they don't get off the ship. So you live that moment, and they want to experience it with you through pictures and videos and all that stuff. So just get to know them. It's really fun.
Yeah, on top of that, I also want to iterate something that I think is really important. The service industry for millennia, really, service is viewed as something that is just expected, or if you have people that serve you, you're in a higher class. But to me, service is an art, and very few people can do it properly and really be able to execute the beauty of service, whether that's a server, a stateroom host or hostess, or guest services, a bartender, the people just cleaning the banisters or the railings. Service is an art, and I think that's important for us to recognize as a society, is these people are artists in how they take care of the guests on the ship. And sometimes that doesn't always reciprocate, that doesn't trickle down through recognition or acknowledgement or even pay. And to me, the service of these workers on any cruise ship really, or in the hospitality industry, because a lot of them are considered these frontline people that just do what they do, it's the service that makes the experience. And so please take care of those stateroom hosts and hostesses. Take care of all of those people that have made your voyage amazing, because it is service, and that's an art. It is an art, just as much as someone who makes a painting or a dancer or someone who is really good at the stock market. That's an art as well. But to me, they're equal, because that is that person doing the very best with the talents that they have. So to wrap everything up, it's been an amazing cruise. It's been an amazing adventure again for Jose and I. Thank you so much for watching our channel. Welcome to Sam Jose. Please go check out his photography channel,
Jacob Brandis Photography.
Absolutely. All those pictures are going to be posted in his feed there, and it's just going to be amazing. So thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure having you on board with us through this journey, and we hope to see you again on a future cruise.